All right, so I turned the truck on so we can get like some sort of power going. I plugged in the uh, I plugged in this so that I can start making everything. I put a slice of butter in there. I'm gonna just turn that on low. In order for us to cook, I could put the idle on. Ooh. I could put the idle on right now, but I'm just gonna push the thing for the moment. And then we need to add water before this thing starts to go wild. Ooh. So we're gonna add our water. I probably should have added the water first, but yeah. Then I'm going to add our oats. I'm not the best at following directions, so I'm gonna just eye it. I think that should be good. We can always add more water or add less water to our oats. And we need a spoon so we can actually stir it to make sure that we get the consistency that we need. Probably just let it sit there and let the oats cook itself, because you really don't need to do too much with oats at all. Probably just add butter, some salt, and go about your day. And yeah, I probably add some more butter. I don't know why I added butter. I'm thinking that we're making like pancakes, because normally when you make pancakes you have to add butter, but I don't need to add butter at the moment. I can add it once it starts to cook and everything. So all right, cool. We have our hash brown. It's probably going to be cold, so what I'll probably do is put it on the pan to like heat it up. I don't have a microwave in here, unfortunately, so I'm just going with the flow. So yeah, and then of course we have our sausage link that I can also heat up. So if I go like boom, like that, that's the sausage link. And the hash brown, which I'm probably going to heat up here in a second. I'm gonna just put this over here in the refrigerator like so. Throw this away. You guys, if you clean up as you go in the truck, it'll be a lot better. But like if you don't, the truck will get a mess quickly, because like this is the office, and then this is also where I eat, I sleep, and work. So yeah, I'm letting that cook. I'm probably gonna add some butter here in a second. I don't want to add any salt because I think the hash brown has sodium in it, so I don't know, you guys. I'm just trying to eat breakfast so I can get my day started. I don't know what I'm probably gonna do today, so there's not much to do. They have like a hotel over there, but I don't think that hotel has like a swimming pool, so I don't think I probably could go there and swim, but they don't have a swimming pool. So I'll probably like do my exercise in the truck that I normally do with what I want to say, my dumbbells and stuff like that. And then I have the honey just to give it like a sweet taste. I only like use like a little bit of honey and stuff, so but yeah, we should be good to go. I'm gonna check in with you guys here in a second. All right, so this is still cooking, by the way. I have a whole banana here, which I'm about to get ready to cut. And we're gonna have this as our fruit, simply because I don't have any, what do I want to say, other fruit. They have yogurt in the truck stop, but the yogurt there costs like $2.29, which is really, really high. But it's a truck stop, so. And basically what you want to do is just cut this like so. And you can put these in your oats if you want. Some people don't like bananas at all, just because like the texture of, what do I want to say, of the banana, but I don't mind them. And then just want to cut. Some people don't like the end pieces. I don't like the end pieces, but I'm gonna just go ahead and eat it because I don't want to waste any. And we have that, so we're gonna put that over to the side. Have our oats cooking like so. Some people like their oats thick. Some people like their oats, what do I want to say, soft. Okay, and then we have our, what do you want to call that? Our crispy hash brown, which is, I think, is a carb. And then we have our sausage link, which is a protein because it's a meat. So then we have our oats. So we're getting, you know, our nutrition in, and yeah, we're gonna have a fantastic day, you guys. So stick around and stay tuned. All right, you guys. So we have the banana, the oatmeal. I added some honey, some raw honey, hash brown, and our sausage. So we have protein, carb, and then fruit. I'm really not sure. It's just fruit, low calorie. So yeah, like I said, I have this E-Tech machine here, but I don't know how to use it, so I'm still learning. But as we grow in our you know, fitness journey or nutrition journey, I will learn how to use it, so you guys can, you know, probably buy one of these and, you know, have fun with it. But yeah, we're about to eat our breakfast, so I'll see you guys up the road. Like I said, we're on our 34, so we really can't do too much, but like once we get back out on the road, I'll let you guys know. So stick around and enjoy. What's up, Freight family? So I just ate breakfast. However, I wanted to show you guys this fuel tank. So as you can see, I'm a company driver, so basically as a company driver, you want to take care of the equipment as much as you can. And I, you know, looked at the fuel tank. So I actually have this Mean Green Super Strength Cleaner and Degreaser. I think it's a great substance to use on your fuel tank, outside of your fuel tank. Like if you spray it like so, you can choose to wipe it down and let it, you know, you can wipe it down, or you can just spray this on there and allow it to get activated, and it'll get every single thing off. I'm so serious. This stuff really does work out here, and it's even better if you spray it on if it's raining outside, because normally when it's raining, the rain hits the fuel tank and it will literally wash away all of this grease. As you can see, like once I spray it on there, you can see it getting ready to come off. So I definitely recommend using this on your def tank or your fuel tank, whatever you want to call it. So it keeps your fuel tank, outside of your fuel tank, pretty much shiny, clean, and free of the grease of the fuel. As you can see, I did the front of it, and then if you look on the right side here, I didn't get all the way back there, but like you can see, like this part of the fuel tank is getting more cleaner, as you can see, and clearer, so that you can see the fuel tank. And this side, it's not finished, but like you can see that this stuff will work on your fuel tank. Just have to give it like a minute to sit on there, 2 or 3 minutes to sit on there. I don't have like a scrubber to scrub this off, but I'm sure it would work if we had one. All we have is these, and I normally use this for like the windows, the windshield, the head mirrors, and I think it's your convex mirrors that I use this material on. And as you can see, it's taking up the sticker simply because the sticker is covered in fuel. So that's not good at all, but it's fine. As long as you know that it's not DEF and it's regular fuel, should be good to go. Plus, if I ever do decide to leave this company, you know, the next driver won't have such a bad, you know, truck. So as a company driver, you want to definitely keep up with the equipment that they give you, so whoever else hops in this vehicle will have a easier job knowing that the equipment is taken care of, you know. But I can't do everything today simply because I don't have the materials to do, but we did do most of this side, and you can see pretty much the difference of what it looks like once you spray this on there. So make sure you guys get some of this for sure. And you probably can't get it at Walmart. I haven't been at a Walmart, so I stopped inside of a truck stop to grab this. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the windshield and the head mirrors. All right, so you can actually see what the windshield, not the windshield, but the side mirror looks like, and then you have these two mirrors are convex, and I'm not sure what that one is, but I actually had a little bit of this Lysol all-purpose cleaner left over, and then I just put some windshield fluid in here. It works magics, it works miracles if you use this on your tractor. And let me show you up there. You can see you can really much see like the reflection. That's what you want. It's pretty much clean. Like, I went under the, what is this, the windshield wiper, clean all of that off and everything like that. So you pretty much want to see like the reflection, so when you look through the glass you can actually see the entire road and everything like that. And plus we have cameras right here and right there, so when we're on the road we want to make sure we watch our following distance, and that's a good tool to have just in case, you know, emergencies happen, because emergencies do happen on the road. But I like to keep my windshield clean so I can see and be very aware of what's going on, especially at nighttime. So we did those, and then I also want to show you guys the head mirrors really quickly. So hold on, this is what the head mirrors look like, but we did that one over there, and we also did this one. So as you can see, you want to make sure you see everything and reflect, so you can see everything in this mirror well. And if we go to that side too, pretty much can see everything. You can see me too, you can see my hand, so everything looks good. So I'm gonna just close this back up, and I already put some windshield wiper fluid inside, so we should be good to go. I thought about doing like the rims today, but just because I don't have the right equipment to do the wheels, I'm not gonna do them. Alright, you guys, so this is the plaza we stayed at. They have a Burger King, Panera Bread, not a Panera Bread, a Starbucks, and the Sunoco is down there. So, and we're parked on the road with our flashers on. So we're headed back to the truck because I have to get to my delivery. So unfortunately, I couldn't get like the drink that I wanted from Starbucks today because they didn't even have what do I want to say? They did not have the bagels. So I just got some snacks from Sunoco. So we're headed back to the truck right now. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty view though. So if you're in New Jersey, anytime you might want to stop here to grab like food or some drinks. What else do I want to say? This is the Thomas and Edison Service Plaza. So, but we're headed back. Traffic has slowed down a little bit. For a minute, they were driving like it was Need for Speed. And we're over on the shoulder with our hazards on, so Freight family, this is your sign to get out of your comfort zone and try something new. No matter if you're a truck driver, doesn't matter what you do, get out of your comfort zone, try something new, whether it's trying food, trying clothes, trying a gas station bagel. Get out of your comfort zone, try something new, and share it with others. So we're about to get ready to head out. I think we have like a 34-minute drive to our destination. So yeah, we should be there, depending on how bad traffic gets. We should be there. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to give you guys the correct time. My ELD be running slow. I'm telling you guys, like, it runs so slow. So it says we're 15 miles out. We have a 21-minute drive. So depending on how this New Jersey traffic is going to be an X factor in how long it takes us to get there. So I'm about to head out, you guys, and I'll see you guys down the road. Thanks, and I'll see you guys at the delivery. Open the trailer doors, slide my tandems, and take the paperwork in. I don't know why they left these cups in here. Cardboard in here and everything. I guess. Alright, so we just cleaned out the back of the trailer. I put most of those cardboard plates all the way to the back and just stacked them up. Right now I'm submitting a overage and damaged report because we have a box here that has been damaged, and you have to report it if, you know, something like this happens. This is my first rodeo with an incident like this, so I have to report the box, report like photos and everything. For a minute I just threw the box away, but luckily I called dispatch and my driver leader and they helped me figure it out because yeah, I was clueless on that. And they pretty much wrote on the papers here about the product, so we should be good to go and head out. I just wanted to let you guys know that this box was like torn, so yeah. All right, freight family, welcome back. So I quickly want to give you guys a nightcap and overview of how our day went, right? I quickly just want to give you guys a nightcap and overview from beginning, middle, and end about this load, because this load was challenging and we did endure a lot on this load. So this load was supposed to be delivered Monday the 9th, 2026 of March, but we didn't deliver it until the 10th, right? So I did not have the hours of service to run this load, so I had to take a 34, right? Because if you don't take a 34, then you will be penalized for driving without, having the hours to actually run. So I pretty much did everything I needed to do as far as, submitting a macro 22, explaining to my driver leader that I need to communicate with you about me being late so that they can tell the shipper and receiver, because in this position that I'm like a third party, so I really can't, call the shipper or receiver or anything like that to let them know when I'm going to be there. That's just pretty much up to, dispatch and my driver leader. So, I definitely endured a lot because, there was traffic, me not getting there on time. And then when I did get there, I was hit with like a lot of flags, right? And if you guys don't really know what flags are, they're like penalties. So we were hit with like 3 different penalties today because the load was late. And I thought me being a driver, communicating to, the shipper and receiver, telling them like, hey, I was late because I didn't have the hours of service to run, that they would understand, but they did not understand that. And when I tell you, some of these places, when they say you have to be there at a specific time, you have to be there, and that's just that. It's no, working around it. So when I say penalty or penalized, I just basically mean that in order for us to deliver this load, we had to pay 3 different types of fees. And basically I was endorsed by the company to actually pay for the fees that we needed to pay in order for the load to be delivered, right? So the first fee, we had a lumper fee, a lumper request. The second fee was a rescheduling fee, right? And then the third fee was, them unloading, the work in fee. So it was a lot of money spent today just because the load was late. And when I tell you guys, I don't think this load was actually worth it, simply because of how much the company had to go through paying for the load to be delivered, right? So we got the load there safely, and I'm super stoked about that because we got it there. That's all that matters. The company got their product and they can do whatever with the product now that, I delivered it. So I'm super stoked about that. And then another you know, problem that we endured is I learned something new today because there was an issue with some of the freight that we had in the back. It was like a box, and I'll actually try to show you guys here. The box was actually torn, it's ripped open, which as a company driver you have to submit, you know, the equipment that you delivered or the freight that you delivered, something is wrong with it in order for, you know, you to still be in business, because if you don't, then that's going to fall back on you as the driver because you didn't take the precaution you needed to do in order for you to what do I want to say, make sure that the freight was all there, you know what I mean? So you want to make sure that you're strapping your freight. You want to make sure that your freight is secured. You want to make sure you do everything you're supposed to do before, you know, you leave the shipper and receiver, so that the freight is there safe and it gets to where it needs to be. Because if not, then, you know, there can be, you know, mishaps that may happen. That's why you want to follow the correct protocol when you go and deliver or go and pick up freight. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that, because that was something new that I experienced, and I just thought it was, you know, cool to share with you guys, as far as me, you know, submitting overage or damaged product to my company to let them know, like, hey, there's an issue with this box, what do I do? That was all new to me. So I'm glad I figured that out, because like I only been late to like one or two deliveries my entire time with this company, but it happens sporadically, and sometimes it's out of my control because of my hours. Like, you guys, when I tell you, when I'm trying to keep up with my hours and trying to set an alarm clock and trying to wake myself up, it can get exhausting, and you sometimes lose track of time. So it's like you're time traveling in a sense, but you know, you just have to come back and just focus on, you know, driving and getting the freight there. So yeah, that's what we did, and I just wanted to just share this experience with you guys. But like I said, it happens sporadically, you know, when I run late or get a load there late. And sometimes I forget like the protocol that you're supposed to take when you do deliver freight, you know, late, because I don't do it often, you know what I'm saying? So like I had to, you know, call my dispatch and tell them like, hey, I need you guys to help me. I don't understand, you know what I mean? So like that's a good way, you know, to build rapport and, you know, just keeping your job, you know what I'm saying? So I actually hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is just my experience, and I'm sharing it with the Freight family. I'm sharing my experience with those who enjoy watching my content and just, you know, learning from me. Like, I'm new to the industry and I'm just trying to learn as much as I can, because, you know, I want my career to progress, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. With that being said, thank you guys. Make sure you hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload and post, and I'll see you guys in the next video.